guys, how's everyone doing today? So I know I've been on here in a while, and I'm not going to go into a big spiel on why I didn't, put up videos and all that. I've told you guys enough to where you know that I'm going through my niece's murder trial, and we actually have her sentencing tomorrow. So, I mean, it's been a little chaotic, and like I said, I've already explained all that to you guys. I don't want to do it again. And also, I look a little crazy. I'm in a sports bra, and that is because I have a self-tan setting. So I am going to be doing another video. Probably, there's a gnat flying around. I am going to be doing another video soon on the self-tan. I am going to be doing another video very soon on the self-tanner I've been using because it is very nice, and it has hyaluronic acid in it and everything. So it's like an anti-aging protectant thing too. So we'll get into that in that video. Today's video is going to be on a foundation I got, and I got it free for review from Influencer. So here's my little box, and when you open it up, it says Influencer right there. And then I got the Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation, and I actually got two of them, and I'm actually going to show you this. It comes with that, and it comes with this little card here, so you can see it. And it just explains a little bit about the foundation, tells you where to go for all the information for when you actually do the review, because that's part of Influencer's thing, is you have to review on Ulta and on Influencer for Influencer for extra points. So I just set the box down. These are the foundation boxes right here, which you'd think that they would be my color, like especially the darker one, like that almost looks like it would match me. But these foundations are so much lighter than their markings are. So I did pick two colors that were a little too light for me, but I can work with it. So, alright. So like I said, these are the boxes right here. When you open it up, it says, good things happen when you're naked. So, that is that. You can see right there in both of them. This one is 40 CP. And this one is 30 CP. Now, the CP stands for cool and then pink undertone. So, yeah, it's just basically your undertones, and 30 and 40 would be the shades. Now, if I would have really thought about it and thought I was getting these, I probably would have paid attention to what the numbers mean, because I really did not know what the numbers meant. Sorry, I'm trying to cover the lids for you. But, yeah, so that's what I got. I got 30 and 40 CP. 40 CP is too light for me, but it's not as bad as the 30. See? You'll see when I put it on. I have not put this on my face yet. I did just check the color match, and that's it. So this is the 40 CP. It has the, like, almost mirrored front, and I've got fingerprints all over it. And it does have a pump on it, and it has this little etched-in area. So, that's all I'm going to talk about, the packaging. The packaging to me is really never important. It's all about the product itself. So, the way I'm going to apply this is I'm going to apply it with a brush and then use my beauty blender to go over it. I don't typically use just a brush, but there's times where I will use just a beauty blender. And this gnat is driving me crazy. So, alright. So anyway, the claims for this foundation is, it says flexible, breathable, real skin matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true to color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal-derived ingredients or byproducts. So that's pretty cool. I don't really look into that kind of stuff. I do like when things are not tested on animals, but I'm going to try this out. So for primer, I'm going to use my No Problem Prime Essence and my Smashbox Primer Water. I pretty much always use the primer water because I feel like it helps with hydration. I don't know if it's true. It's just my personal feelings. And then this stuff is very runny. I have not used this under foundation yet, but I mean, everybody has said it's amazing and it should not affect the foundation itself. I mean, basically, I know some primers and foundations don't go good together, but that's why this is my first impression of this foundation and what I think of it after just one use. I will do a wear time test also, just so you guys know how long it wears on me personally and with my products that I use. Yeah. Alright, so that's all rubbed in. I'm going to give it a second to dry. Alright, it should be nice and dry now. So now I'm going to apply this foundation, but I'm going to pump it onto my brush as soon as I find it. Right in front of my face. So I'm sorry my brushes are a little dirty. I did use them, you know, once in the past, like, month, I guess, and that's why they're dirty. But so I just did 3 pumps onto the brush. It might be too much, it might not be, I'm not sure, but the pumps seem a lot smaller with this foundation. Oh yeah, it's very light. Yeah, it seems like when you pump it out, it's a lot less than what pumps out in a regular foundation for me. Yeah, this is definitely a little light, but I can always darken it. I'd rather have it too light than too dark. Wow, that's extremely light. This does look a lot whiter on camera than it does in real life. I will give you that. I don't mean that. I mean, it is pale in person, but it is not like the pure white it looks on camera. This is like a light beige color almost. So I don't know why it's picking up. I guess because I'm so tan right now that it may look kind of crazy. Alright, I'm going to use my beauty blender to go over it real quick. Now 3 pumps did cover my face. And it covered it pretty well. I would say it's light to medium, about medium coverage. I mean, it did give me pretty good coverage. And you can tell by how ghostly I look in this lighting with this foundation. If I get closer, you'll see. Let me get closer to show you this. There you go. So, I mean, like I said, it's a little pale, but it's not as pale as it looks on camera. Which I'll fix it, like I said, also. So I just want to add a little bit more because there's some spots that aren't like a true medium coverage, and a few spots I didn't get that well. So it's not the foundation, that's me. And my skin's doing pretty well. It's not that bad right now. I do have a few things to cover. Like I have some scarring here that the foundation covered pretty well. Like I said, it's light. And when I come back on with all my makeup done, you'll see that I can fix that. Because it's really not as white as it looks. Wow, it looks really pale on camera. I wonder why. I mean, it's pale, but it's not that pale. I can use all my regular concealers and everything. I wonder if I can get it there. If I block some of my lighting, maybe. Might be more true to color. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, you can see a little bit there. It is a little bit light, especially because I'm self-tan, but this is literally like a light beige with a pinky undertone. Maybe that's why it looks so pale on camera. Alright, I'm going to zoom back out real quick. Look pretty ghostly. Yeah. I know it looks crazy. Like I said, I did not pick anywhere close to the right shade. I mean, it is, like I said, I look like I have a white face on camera compared to my body, but it is not that big of a color difference. But it's not that big of a color difference. It just looks like it on camera. But I really like the way it looks. It doesn't look like I'm wearing foundation. It just looks like my skin. Like, literally like my skin. I wonder if there's a way I can zoom in just a little bit better to show you. That's really nice. I really like it. I'm going to have to get my true color. This color will work perfect for me in the wintertime though. So, let me zoom you in to see my skin. Alright, so we're zoomed in pretty close. I just wanted to show you that the foundation is looking really nice. It does say it's a soft matte, was it? It says real skin matte finish, so I'm sure that means, you know, that's why I have my natural glow on my face. but my skin looks really nice. It looks absolutely almost flawless when it's definitely not. Like I said, I have a scab like right here, but it did cover it. It was from a pimple, and then I have a few pimples like here and here, which you can't see the redness. You can just see the bumps from it, but my skin looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back and we can finish up talking about it, and then I'll do some check-ins. Alright guys, so my makeup is all finished. Ignore my eyebrows because I've had like the worst eyebrow day ever. It probably took me about 2 hours to do my makeup for some reason today. It has nothing to do with the foundation. The foundation and my base is amazing. I have no problems at all with that. It was mostly my eyebrows. Yeah, my eyebrows. And then I switched my lip color about 4 or 5 times. So I initially put the foundation on at around 11:30. No. Yeah, I initially put the foundation on at around 11 o'clock. It is now 1:04 p.m. Let me clear all my stuff here and show you the time. So it's 1:04 p.m. So it has been about an hour and a half. So as of right now, the foundation looks amazing. I had no problems blending in any of my powders with it. I did use a few different high-end and a few different drugstore to make sure that everything would kind of mesh well. For concealer, I use my Dollar General Broadway Creamy Concealer here with a little bit of the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. And then for face powders, I use the Hourglass around the outer portions of my face. And then I used my Maybelline Fit Me powder for underneath my eyes. For my powders, I used the Tarteist Pro Glow palette here with the butter bronzer right here. So, I mean, everything works so well. For blush, I used the Tarte blush in the shade Party, the Amazonian clay one, right there. And I always top it off with a little bit of the Milani Luminoso. So like I said, I use a mixture. It's literally like drugstore high-end, all the way across my face. Like I said, my eyebrows, they're trash today. There's nothing I can do about that. This one here is my biggest problem. Like, this one isn't too bad, but when you get to this one, it looks lumpy and stuff, and it's really not. It's the way the camera picks up the different brow products for some reason. But yeah, I mean, everything went on well. My skin looks really, really good. It has been an hour and a half, almost 2 hours already, and this is what we're looking like. Let me zoom you in. So this is how the foundation is looking. My face looks very smooth. I'm going to look in my little mirror. It looks really smooth. I have no creasing, no peeling, no like weird clumping up. My blemishes are all still covered. Yeah, no issues at all, I don't think. I think it looks really smooth and nice. I normally get a little crease right here, and it's not there yet. I get a little bit in my smile lines here, and I always get that one right here, the 11, I think they call it right here, the 11 wrinkles. So I normally get one right there, and as of right now, none of it is creasing, not one bit. So for now, this check-in was great. I absolutely loved it. I love this foundation so far, and we'll see what happens in my first checkup. It is, like I said, 1:07 now, so I figure probably about 4 o'clock we'll check in and see how everything's going. Hey guys, here for my first check-in. We're in my personal bathroom because my personal bathroom has the most brutal lighting in my house, and I want you to see my makeup in the most brutal lighting. So it is 3:22. My foundation has been on for about 5 hours. I mean, it looks amazing. I have a little bit of my pores you can see right here, but it's not like, I'm trying to get close enough so you can see. It's like right in this area you can see it, and a little bit right here too. But there's no breaking up around my mouth. My lipstick's worn off, obviously, but my smile lines are obviously there, but there's no like weird creasing in it. And even on my forehead wrinkles, there's no creasing in it. Like, you don't see the foundation sitting in the creases, which, I mean, that's one thing that always drives me nuts, is when you can see my foundation sitting in the creasing. So far so good. I'm probably going to do another update in a few hours. I'm not going to go too much longer. I'll at least hit the 8-hour marker, but After that, I have to wash it off because my self-tan is still developing. And I think around 7 o'clock I have to have it washed off by, otherwise it'll start getting like broken apart looking, my self-tan. Blotchy, that's what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I'll get back to you again with another update in just a few hours. Alright guys, so it is the end of the day for me. This is going to be my last check-in. It is, sorry, my phone's dying. It is 7:11 p.m. and I have to wash off my self-tanner because it has officially been 8 hours and it is time to wash it off because I'm starting to get a little blotchy right here. And I made a big mistake with my wrist. I don't look that bad on camera. Anyway, so this foundation, I'll tell you what, I didn't see any issues with it until literally like 15 minutes ago, and that's why I said, alright, I gotta do this now because my self-tanner doesn't have to wash off till 20 after 7. But, I mean, I am seeing a little bit of creasing in my smile lines. Let me zoom this in. Now that we're closer, I'm going to show you the little bit of issues I've had. There was no breaking up in my forehead. You can still see my lines. Actually, you can see them a little bit worse, but there's no foundation like stuck in them. My cheeks stay good, and my highlights stay good too. There's no breaking up around my nose, even where I have the little scab, like right there, from a pimple. The foundation stayed on top of it. Like, it didn't break up and look all weird and dry around it. It really stayed nice. So, I mean, I would say this is definitely a matte foundation that's good in my book. Excuse me. It's a matte foundation that's good for people like me who are getting older and have more mature skin and all that. Like, I mean, it's really good. And even for the dry people. Like, if your skin's dry, this is not going to make it even more dry, even though there is alcohol in the formula from everything I've been told. I am going to double check that just to make sure. But, I mean, it looks amazing. My only issue is one little crease that is right above here. And that's it. Like, and you can't really see it here. I don't have all my lights on. That's why it's a little darker. I only have one light on right here above my phone that I'm filming on, so that way you guys can see everything. I don't want to blind you with all the lights and have you not be able to see the imperfections and the gap in my eyebrow where it looks like there's no hair. But my foundation stayed amazing. This is really a good foundation. Like I said, I think it would be great for people who have dry skin. It'll be good for people who have aging skin. I gotta get that concealer though, because if this foundation is that good, I can just imagine how good the concealer will be. Because if you get close underneath my eyes, you can see my creasing a little bit right here on both sides. And every concealer does that basically after a few hours, but it even feels like my concealer worked better working with this foundation. Now, it is a lot lighter than my body right now because I do have the self-tanner on, like I said, which I'm sure you can see a difference in my skin color now from when I first did the video, and it kind of looks ridiculous, like photoshopped head. But, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps out at least one person, and I will see you in my next video, which, I guess kind of a spoiler. I'm going to be doing the tiny makeup challenge, so if you guys want me to do that, let me know in the comments, and that'll be my next video. So, alright, that's it. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.